Hello, my name's Forrest Gump. I hope you like my videos. They're about a time gone by, a time that's gone with the wind. Or maybe I should say gone with the desktop phone, your princess phone, remember them? Well, that was 1992. That was a time that people used to talk to each other directly. iPhones and iPods were not growing out of people's ears. Travelers would take a hotel room or an apartment without a Wi-Fi and not be wired up to a laptop doing Facebook all day long on their vacation. Sure, people plan their vacations and trips, but now they plan so much that I don't know why they even bother to go, because they know everything there is to know before leaving their house. It's all on Google Earth, down to the nearest centimeter. Well, I use Google Earth, but I'm not looking for places to go. I'm looking for places I've been to already. Places where I had real relationships with people, real people. And those people were mostly girls, because I miss Jenny. And because I didn't know everything down to the nearest centimeter, I had to walk. And I was glad to be able to do what I love to do best. I would walk and walk and walk all around Thailand and Southeast Asia. So things were just so much better then, more simple. It was a time in which Thai girls had black hair. Can you believe that? Black was their natural color of their hair. Now their hair is kind of a color between blonde and saffron. Do you know saffron? That's the color that monks' robes are. Rotten orange color. 1992 was the time when people had relationships with people and not just with their computers. So you can go live in an apartment and get to know people. And a white guy ping pong player like me could just live among the people. And for me, that was the Thai people. In those times, you could meet an abused girl like Noak. She would knock on your door and say, "Chui doi, could you help me?" And I would keep her safe from her jealous boyfriend. A boyfriend who just wouldn't give her any freedom. A Noak is a little bird, and that's how I loved her, like my little bird. And I'll tell you a story about Noak a little later. Right now I want to clear up something you just might be confused about. My first trip to Thailand, when I played a lot of ping pong, I was still in love with Jenny. Jenny was my only girl, my forever girl. That's Jenny. And I came back to the USA from Thailand, and eventually Jenny and I got married. And we had little Forrest Gump. And I was a good papa to Forrest. But around age 10 or 11, little Forrest just got too smart for me. And Jenny had gone to heaven, you know. And I thought, well, maybe little Forrest should go live with his aunt. That'd be Jenny's sister and her husband. Because for one thing, I never did learn how to read or write. So Forrest went to his uncles and aunt, and I went back to Southeast Asia. But I kept in contact with little Forrest by phone. You know, it was not very expensive for me because I owned a lot of shares of the Apple Fruit Company. And just calling once a week to talk with little Forrest was no big deal at all. I had lots of money. So I went back to Vietnam because it had like loose ends. And you know, because that's where Bubba died, my friend Bubba. You know, he gave his life fighting to spread the democracy of the United States of America. And I thought I owed it to Bubba to try to understand why we were in that crazy war. You know what I found out? The Vietnamese people Well, they're just like real persons. So I still don't know why Bubba had to die in Vietnam. Well, anyhow, I went back to Thailand to see if I can get some more memories. And that's all I have to say about that. That's really all I have to say about that. I'll see you in my next video. This was really an audio. That's kind of fun, eh?